Welcome back to What's the Go, episode 7.
What's the go?
Robbie, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just, I'm really just cracking down on these assignments, but I've been having fun along during my week. Watched Pride and Prejudice last night. We get into that on the potty, so
Yeah.
won't get into that too much now, but enjoyed it quite a lot.
Yeah. Well, as for me, what I've been up to, other than the play, Robbie, I did something on Saturday.
That's right. Matt did say to me before this show, he has a revelation for me. So I'm expecting the All-Is the Mighty Matt, can you? And he said that I'd specifically like to talk about this on the show. So lay it upon me.
Well, I was walking through Target on Saturday.
Okay.
And I went past the gaming section. And what was on sale? For $24. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And I am now the owner of a copy.
Oh, no. No. Matt, that's 24 hard-earned dollars straight to the shitter.
An hour's worth of work, man. Yeah, so I'm halfway through the campaign. It's fine. It's definitely got like the issues that everyone's mentioned.
Just wait till the end, yeah.
I just feel like as a Call of Duty game, garbage. But as if it didn't have the Call of Duty name attached to it, it would be maybe a 6 out of 10 game. It'd be just a bit better than average. It's fine. I have like some major issues. It definitely feels like there's no difficulties I found. It's the set difficulty.
Ooh.
And it feels like it is definitely focused because so you're on the menu and my options were co-op, campaign, multiplayer, zombies. I'm like, where's campaign? There is no campaign. It's co-op campaign.
Like Spec Ops. Like from the 2019
sort of,
Warfare remaster.
Yeah.
But for the whole base game?
The whole thing, it's called co-op campaign. And it's definitely designed for multiple players. Like there's reviving mechanics. That it's basically just like a multiplayer match, but
with a story.
Yeah. And there's like these abilities. And it's fine. I don't think I would have spent more than $24.
Yeah.
The zombies is fun. Like,
the cat cafe.
What? What?
I saw like a thing where it was comparing. I don't know if it was Black Ops 6, but they were comparing like, dare I say, the good ones. So I'm talking like Black Ops 1, 2, 3, pretty much. Maybe 3 is subjective.
Count. Yeah.
Yeah, grey area. Anyway, but they were like comparing the two. And these people getting mad. It was like one of the devs talking about, I think this was like a multiplayer map. It was like, you can give call-outs in the cat cafe. Then there was these guys like, on Instagram like, I don't care about a cat cafe. Do you remember when back in the day this game used to be so like... Things change, bro. But
I've not heard of this.
Yeah, that's what... Yeah, that's that. The cat cafe, that's like a thing in the multiplayer. Don't get me wrong, that might be for a different Black Ops game, but I'm pretty sure it was Black Ops 7. And the fact that that's the most recent Black Ops game is $24.
Yeah.
When the last ones comes out, they're usually like $130. Or even the old ones on Steam. The old ones on Steam are like full price. Yeah.
So... Yeah, I'm kind of like... I'm glad I have it for the zombies. Multiplayer, I play every now and then, but campaigns
I get if the multiplayer could be good, like...
The issue is that there are so many people that, like, have dedicated their lives to that game. And so you just get matched up with people who kill you before you see them. And it's like, well, if you can jump around and figure out all the... loops and stuff. I
feel like it's just the evolved Black Ops 3, but they can't perfect it because Black Ops 3 multiplayer was kind of perfect. But
this week we had Sally from Lifeblood on. Sally is one of the managers at Lifeblood. She is utterly fascinating to talk to. She's been very passionate and just helpful to us when we were doing our documentary. We've spoken on that in previous episodes. And we knew that when we started this, we wanted to have her on just because, one, it's a very important topic to talk about, and two, she's just interesting to talk to.
And just overall great.
Yeah, so we talk about Lifeblood, we talk about all of that. We also talk about movies, history, and plays, but of course, because it is about Lifeblood and all that, bit of a content warning, we do discuss everything linked to that. So if that's not your cup of tea, no worries, all good. If not, I encourage you to listen. It is a very informative episode, I feel, at least.
Yeah, we want to get the word out that there's more young people need to be donating, because it really makes a difference to all these people who are sitting right now waiting.
And even if you can't, there are things you can still do. So
to change the overall quality of life for some people. But yeah, please do.
Well, without further ado, enjoy.
Sally from Lifeblood. What's the go?
Yeah, well, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, hi. I'm Sally Devison. I'm the Relationship Manager at Australian Red Cross Lifeblood here in Canberra.
We met last year in our documentary, which we've spoken about on the episode. And that was a great experience to be able to go in and see how everything works and actually able to contribute.
And it's wonderful being able to talk blood and blood products with people who get it, because you've been in that chair.
Yeah.
And you've spruiked the importance of what we do, and we can't save the lives we do without people like yourself. So thank you.
Well, why don't you give us a recap of blood products, plasma, platelets, stem cells, the whole everything that Lifeblood kind of focuses on. Yeah.
Well, how funny. We used to be called the Blood Service, and we changed our name to Lifeblood because we do so much more than blood. And when we have our amazing donors here, the blood products they can donate are blood, plasma and platelets, but we also do stem cells, which the stem cells are where your blood products start. They don't know what cells are going to be. We do tissue typing for organ matching. I know, what don't we do? But we also do breast milk, human breast milk for premature babies, and we have a poo bank, the fecal matter transplant for your microbiome for people with chronic gut issues like C. diff. And, this is why we changed our name to Lifeblood, because we do so much more.
Yeah, it's all about life.
It is.
Giving
and
life.
This is why, our catchphrase now is life is the reason.
No.
And that's why people donate, because they want to make a difference to somebody's life.
Yeah. Well, how did you get involved in Lifeblood? If you're happy to talk about that,
happy to talk. It was funny. I needed something meaningful in my life, and when I first applied for Lifeblood, it was in a different role. And when I said that I was already a donor and I was O negative, I'm sure that was the end of the interview, because they would have me on tap. And as you're aware, the O negative blood group is the universal blood type that can be given to anyone in an emergency. And there's less than 7% of the population with O negative, yet 16% of the blood products the hospitals use is O negative. So it's important that if you know that you're O negative and you're well and able to share it, that's brilliant. Plus, O negative can only receive O negative, so we're relying on the other O negative donors. But they're the ones that can make the biggest impact for emergencies, and less than 7% of the population.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So we then need everyone else to step up and boost our blood supplies for all the other patients.
Unfortunately, I'm A positive. I like to say I'm an A+ guy.
Well, everyone loves that on the report, don't they? But that means that over 30% of the population are A positive, so these are the people that you're able to help.
Yeah.
You might think you're common, but you're actually popular. The more people need it,
the more,
yeah, exactly.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite simply, yeah.
So did you come from a health background, or was it you just wanted a change in direction?
Oh, it was a change in direction at the time. I had a science background, but already being a donor and having had members of my family need blood products was an easy segue to get me into being inspired to make that difference.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful.
Now, I want to say we've been talking about this episode since before we even started recording, because we were like, we've got to get Sally from Lifeblood on, because like we just need to talk about that.
Having met you last year and talking those discussions, it's always been fascinating to talk to you and the knowledge that you have, and it's more people should. I mean, that's why we did the documentary. More people should know about what it can do, really. You know, how much it can help.
Yeah, it's not just the red stuff.
No,
and it's interesting when you talk about demand for blood and people picture in their minds where the most usage is, and they look at trauma and car accidents, and that's only 2% of where our blood products go. So in fact, about 34% of our blood products go towards cancer patients.
Yeah.
And that's when everyone goes, oh, I know somebody. There's so many people affected by that will need blood products. And for those with cancer, they'll be receiving the red cells, plasma products like IVIG and albumin and platelets to get them through all the treatment that they're going through when they have cancer.
Yeah. Do they get it with chemo and stuff like that? Is it like in that kind of same? Or?
Exactly, because with chemo it kills the bad cells but also kills the good cells, which and this is where the need for the red cells is, to get the oxygen going through their organs. And then of course with the platelets, when somebody's going through chemo, it kills their platelets. So with platelets you need them because you can spontaneously hemorrhage internally. So that's when they get the platelets to stop them from bleeding. You often see, if they bruise, particularly with blood cancers like leukemia, they rely on a lot of red cells, platelets, and for acute leukemia they need about 45 donors a month over perhaps 1 to 2 years of treatment. And if the red cells and platelets aren't effective enough for them, they may have to look at a stem cell transplant.
Yeah.
And this is when we look at the youth. So, young blood, there's nothing like it. The younger you are, if you're going to donate something like stem cells, our patients get a better response from young donors.
I've signed up for it after our meeting. I have signed up for it, so I'm on the list. I've read a little bit about it. I'm very curious to see the actual process of it. I've heard it can be interesting.
It's nothing like it used to be in the old days when it was a bone marrow donation. Now a stem cell donation is very similar to doing plasma, where we take it from your arm.
Yeah.
And you're not in the chair. You're actually in a bed, and we have one needle in one arm with the blood coming out, with the red cells coming back into your other arm, and we've got this amazing machine in between that washes the stem cells, and we get to collect a large amount of stem cells, and we send you off to Sydney to do something as precious as that. It's a very specific donation, and the patients have been prepared and they're waiting for those stem cells, so it's time is of the essence. And it's a very critical yet very personal donation, because you could be the only person in the world that is a match.
It's fascinating.
That's simply
like, I don't. How did they figure that out? Like, that is just insane.
Yeah, and it has been research over many years. But for those with leukemia, they might have a 1 in 4 chance of having a family member who could match.
Wow.
And this is why we need more people on the stem cell register. And it's an international register. We've got so many of our patients have received stem cells from Germany.
Wow.
Which is, it's pretty amazing. They have a very high number of on the register.
Yeah.
There.
Do you know why that is?
I understand they not only have a bigger population, but they all donate when they get their driver's license. It's very much, they need to understand the importance of what donation is about, and they're encouraged. That it's not compulsory, yet their education gets more people on board.
Yeah, that's important. It's the education. Yeah. Well, there's a we were speaking before. There's a van on campus. Is that correct?
So we bring our mobile donor centre to Bruce, to the campus here at UC twice a year, and we were here in March, but the next one won't be until September.
Okay.
And we sort of missed the nasty winter season that your mid semester there. We do know that a lot of people are away and a lot of people are sick, but we will be back. But we have the mobile donor centre that gets around town. Next week we're at Belconnen Town Centre, so it's just around the corner.
Yeah, just down the road from here.
Yeah. And there's a lot of appointments available, and we're already seeing colds and flus starting to hit our regular donors. So if you are well and just happen to be available to pop down to Chan Street, where the mobile donor centre will be, we'll be there the whole week, and we cover the weekend as well. Lots of appointments. But make sure you are feeling well and you hydrate and eat plenty before we see you.
Mm-hmm. And you get to eat plenty afterwards as a uni student.
Yeah.
That snack trolley is, it is
so
amazing.
Much apples and grain waves.
I was thinking the chocolate, but the healthy foods.
I guess,
Chocolate slices and the odd slice of fruitcake.
Yeah.
So every day is
and
Christmas
smoothie.
to us.
Yeah, there is.
I remember the
milkshakes.
smoothies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the juices. I need to go and donate soon.
And oddly enough, you can eat till your heart's content and drink flavoured milks and milkshakes and whatever, but you actually burn 600 calories when you donate. So whatever goodies you have afterwards, it's all negated by all that good work you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realise you burnt so much just sitting in your chair.
Yeah, and it's your body regenerating
Yeah.
all of these cells that you've generously given.
Yeah. Wow. And there's there's the groups, isn't there? I can't remember what they're called.
Oh,
it's the University of Canberra,
ANU and all that.
So
and
our
student
Lifeblood
residents.
teams.
Yeah, that's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So Lifeblood teams are opportunities for organisation, businesses, unis to have a team where when they donate, it can measure their social impact by the lives they've saved. So the donors will join that team, and as they donate, it'll clock over to the lives saved.
Yeah.
And there's currently a tertiary blood drive where all the universities across Australia are competing in a nice way to save the most lives, basically. And it helps us, with the enthusiasm.
Yeah, of competition.
Yeah.
Ruse, but
We at least got to be ANU, right?
surely, come on.
We got to be the best university on campus.
We definitely need to, we've got to get the drive
We got to
out here.
100%.
More. This place is absolutely crawling with people who would most certainly donate if they just saw the van on impulse. Because what else do uni kids have to do? Like,
Also, you're a uni student, so you don't have much food in your house. So this is your
get
excuse
free
to go.
food, and you've got healthy blood too.
Yeah.
You make a real impact. So
Exactly. That's it. The younger you are, the less health issues you have.
yeah.
But it's interesting when we talk to some of our milestone donors who are, 300, 400, 500 donations. They all started at uni. And they haven't skipped a beat. They keep going.
Yeah. Well, we've spoken a lot about people who can donate. What can people who maybe can't donate do to still help out?
Yeah, well, absolutely. They can, in fact, be a champion of a Lifeblood team. So if you have somebody who's maybe not eligible, they can organise their peers here at uni and become a champion and make group appointments and rally them and get them to donate together and make a bigger impact because they're getting more people to donate. It's as if every donation's coming out of their arm, but they're the ones that are inspiring their peers, and often it's people will donate if it's been made easy, and a champion will do all that groundwork while everyone else just rocks up.
Yeah.
And it's a massive impact. We'd be lost without the champions who encourage and share, like yourself. You can share your experience and say, I'm still here to talk about it, so it couldn't be too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I wanted to donate years ago, but I had that phobia of needles, and gotten over it. And it's especially donating blood. Plasma, it's a bit longer, but blood 15 minutes really, and it's painless.
It is. Once you've got over that fear of the unknown and you've made that first donation, you go, oh, it was pretty quick. So we say for blood, allow an hour. You're in the chair 10 to 15 minutes. And for plasma, allow 90 minutes, particularly for your first one. And you can be in the chair for about 40 to 45 minutes. Yeah. But you do get a milkshake during that time as well.
Oh, yeah.
And free Wi-Fi and catch up on Netflix or your socials or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's nothing more enjoyable than going and having a milkshake with your friends after you've
If you just need to wind down, you can wind down,
finish
and
your
hopefully
assessments.
save a life at the same time. So
100%. Yeah.
And get free food after it as well.
It's a bonus. Win-win all around.
Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
There's exactly.
Yeah.
And there's always the opportunity, whether you like to pop into Civic at the Civic Plasma Centre. If you're driving, we validate your car park if you've parked in the Canberra Centre, so you're not out of pocket. We are on the bus interchange, so if you bus in, we're right there. Our centres are open 7 days. We do evenings. There is always an opportunity for you to save some lives, and that we need to be open and we need to make it easy for you to come and save lives because patients always need it.
When you got involved, and you were saying a bit before, going to go all the way back, when you said they changed the name to Lifeblood and stuff, how has it changed over the last few years? Imagine has it been kind of a gradual change, or has there been big sweeping changes as new products get introduced? And has it been in your experience?
For the time I've been there, almost 19 years, and I've seen
As long as
pretty
Robbie's
much
been
my
alive.
whole life.
well,
I'm 20, but pretty much my whole life. Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
well, it was slightly different back then. So I know just here in Canberra we operated 4.5 days, and occasionally we'd do a Saturday if there was a long weekend. And we had the Garran Donor Centre and the Mobile Donor Centre that would do 5 days. And we now have Garran Donor Centre doing 7 days, the Mobile Donor Centre doing 7 days, and another centre at Civic Plasma Centre doing 7 days.
Wow.
So the demand for blood has grown, but also our population has grown. And nationally, when we look at the 3% of the population donate, the population keeps growing. So, of course, in the last 10 years, we have millions more, but the same percentage of the same donors have been donating. So it's always a challenge to find new donors when you need it. And of course, you've got the population growing, but the demand for products and what we're using our products for. We keep finding new uses, and with our healthcare and medical research, we can do so much more with our products. Back when I started, there were 17 products for plasma, but now there's 18, and we've just started a new serum for people with dry eyes, where we have AB positive donors who donate blood, and we can. Yeah, I know, right? I know. So there's a serum for dry eyes, for chronic dry eyes, which is so uncomfortable. It feels like you've got sandpaper in there. Yeah. So this is now another product that we're producing. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
But Wow.
So our aim for Lifeblood is to provide biological products to improve the health outcomes for all patients. And if there's something that one of our products, or whether it's through blood, finding new uses for it, if we can improve somebody's quality of life, that's why we're here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's amazing.
If there were cameras right now, you can tell by our face, we're absolutely astonished by that. I would have never have guessed that that's a facility that you guys provide.
Something we also learnt as well that really shocked us was plasma recipients. They're able to just do it in the comfort of their home now. Like they're able to, they don't need to come and see a doctor or someone. And
Yeah, so we have some that can administer plasma products at home. Of course, with many, if they're comfortable with it, they'll go to the National Capital Private Hospital somewhere to get their intravenous immunoglobulin. But there is the self-administered, what we call SCIG, subcutaneous, where they can inject it into themselves, which means they can do it every couple of days and keep their immunity up. But they can do it in the comfort of their own home.
Yeah,
and and the same for those with haemophilia. They will get their product as well, and they're able to take that home. And for many back in the day, travel was not an option, but now they can take their product with them.
Yeah,
and still have a holiday and
not be limited by it. Yeah,
which is very exciting.
Is that kind of a newer thing, or is this like again going back? Like a lot's happened in the last 20 years. Like this is
absolutely. I have one amazing recipient who's seen many products over the time that she required. Her first incident, she had an accident where she lost her foot on a motorbike, and she received a lot of blood product from that. And then she developed an immune disorder where she required a lot of platelets and some intravenous immunoglobulin. And she would have to come, she lived out on a farm, she'd have to come in and receive it, and then she was able to take it home. The nursing staff taught her husband to be able to assist, and this was before we had SCIG that you could use at home yourself. This is a few years back, and she was never able to leave home. And the wonderful thing was they worked their way around it. She said, I want to go camping. They would go camping, and the husband would put a screwdriver in the tree and get her all rigged up so she could then receive her product dangling off the tree, and she could get that, and then they could continue with their holiday camping, because she required product every couple of days.
Wow.
And there was a stage where if she grew up on a farm, she loved horses, she would go out riding horses, she'd come back and she'd be bleeding from her eyes and other office, and she was in such a bad state. But having the product right there, donated by our amazing donors, gave her quality of life where she could then go and ride and camp and have life.
Yeah. Wow.
To me, it just seems that like all the measures that you guys go through to make sure that these people get what they need, just every time we talk about it, just amazes me. Like all the facilities and it seems that even from when you started to now, that whole entire way, you've been like, developing new ways to, facilitate all these things. And we think that that's amazing. Like we would have never have thought of how much Lifeblood actually improves the quality of life, as well as like, plasma and blood donation. It's truly like, it's spectacular to me. It's very fascinating and quite literally doing God's work.
But we can't do it without donors.
Yeah.
So we're the conduit. We need healthy people to come and donate that life-saving product, whether it's blood, plasma or platelets or stem cells, and we will get it to the people in need. And of course every day the demand changes. So over Easter we were desperately after red cells, but the demand for plasma is the greatest it's ever been. And 2 years ago, it used to be red cells is what we needed the most of, but things have changed. We need more plasma now than ever before, and it's because more people need it. There's, many of our patients will require a product that needs 15 donors for one product that they receive every couple of weeks. So it's, for many, it's a lifetime that they require plasma products. So it's, and it's not just one person. There's many people out there needing it.
It's a true human spirit coming together to,
I
help
can
them.
imagine that, like, all the donors together have some sort of, like, I don't know if I could describe it as patriotic, but, like, just spectacular, just lost for words.
Yeah, that we see the best of humanity, which is terrific. The altruism, and particularly after the Bondi tragedy, we saw the best of humanity. People were lining up into the car parks.
I remember
waiting to
that
get
was
in.
just about when we came to film, or maybe a week.
Oh, it was a bit before that.
Yeah.
But
I remember post that it was just, that place was flooded with people. Yeah.
And we can't thank them enough, but we want them to come back because patients need it every day.
Yeah.
And it's important to see new donors come back. They've experienced it once. Just remember, if you can, keep coming back, because patients in the hospitals are there every day. The demand is there. So it's
every 3 months for blood, 2 weeks for plasma, and platelets is
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. So you can do plasma pretty often. It's it's not that long. It's just an hour and a half out of your day.
Yeah. And you just chill.
Yeah.
And we have the Lifeblood gifts. So if you're a regular donor doing your plasma as regularly, every time you do your third donation, you will get to choose a gift. So we have blankets, and we have some amazing cups and drink bottles, and there's hats and socks. An occasion we have a limited edition. There was a lead for your dogs. It's
cute.
Yeah.
Trying to pull it up. I think I got an email about like new things that Lifeblood's just brought out.
And I remember the first coffee cup was very, very quirky. It was life is coffee. No, wait. No. Life is blood. Coffee's the next best thing.
So I've got the keychain and the thermos mug, and it's
Thermos. I could do with a thermos.
It's like
mug.
nice ceramic, but the outside's rubber and all red, and it's got the lid on top, and it's honestly it's good just to put the coffee in, and then even if I'm at home or going out, just carrying it around and
Keeps it warm.
yeah.
We now have a new coffee mug which is thermos-like. It's very schmick. And the drink bottle is, but they've upgraded. We've really...
Yeah, the
I
drink
know
bottle's really nice.
this is in demand for uni students. They love their thermoses, then they love their drink bottles, so get donating.
And the wonderful thing is, because you need to hydrate when you donate.
Yeah. And
the young generation are a generation of hydrators. It's fabulous. That's exactly what we need. If we see people carrying their drink bottles around, we get so excited because it makes for a good donation, a successful donation if you're beautifully hydrated.
Yeah. We might take a step back on plasma.
Yeah.
In blood. We sometimes have a segment of like, what have you watched this week? So we're thinking if you've got something, if you've listened to something, or something you want to talk about.
Just in general, movies.
Just in general, yeah.
Like,
so
all that stuff. It's quite usually our alley is like movies and television and stuff. But we wanted to do this since we made this show. I will say, when we were first discussing, we just had to have it happen. We've always loved our time with you, Sally. So we appreciate you for coming. But yeah, do you watch much television?
Oh, I did do Project Hail Mary at IMAX. Spoilers. I don't know about you, but I was just mixed emotions all the way through. I was, so I wanted my own pet Rocky, and I was so devastated thinking he was going to die, and then, there was a roller coaster of emotion, and I would love to go and see it again. Now I know that they don't die. Oh, spoilers! Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
We'll put in a warning.
Can you edit that out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We also, we can also just cut.
We'll creative editing. It's our pastime. But
It is. It's that Sunday.
You can beep, and then they'll just thought I swore about the movie.
Yeah.
No, I've been trying to get Robbie to watch it because I watched it in extreme screen because I'm a Dendy fan. But my friend always says Hoyt, so I go to Hoyt's, and everyone was like raving on about it, saying it's amazing movie of the year, and I'm a bit of a contrarian, so I was like, all right, well, we'll see if it lives up. And
He's a bit of a strict reviewer.
It was good. It was fun. Like, you're right. Like, the emotions going through it, and it's I would happily go and see it again for sure. Yeah, I'm glad it's been re-released in IMAX because I've now got a $1 movie voucher at Dendy because it was my birthday yesterday, so I've for the whole month, so I can go.
Birthday.
Thank you. So I might go and see that. Maybe I'll drag you along to it.
Yeah. Why not?
No, yeah.
Yeah, and I have to admit, I love spies and sci-fi, but I do love a thriller and Netflix, and I'm a bit of an Apple Watch person. I watch a lot on Apple. Their shows are just outstanding.
Every single one I've loved.
Severance is. I'm just hanging out there for the next season, but I feel it's going to be forever until that comes.
Have you seen Shrinking?
I have started to watch Shrinking.
Okay. Yeah, I just finished it because the final episode of season 3 came out Wednesday, and I've been on that since season 2, and it's just I would say feel good show. It's about dealing with grief and all that, but they add humor into it, and it's really good seeing Harrison Ford really get into it and actually show his depth, outside of Han Solo. As much as I love Star Wars,
he does. It's nice to see him, and he's dry humour. He's fabulous. But I am amazed at what Apple do, because they did Pluribus and
I've still got to watch that.
Oh, Pluribus.
Yeah.
Yes. Once again, another one that I'm just hanging out for.
I can't say I have seen any things on. I haven't personally gone down the road of Apple TV. However, everyone who does have Apple TV say it's the best thing in the world. So I think I'm going to have to try it.
I think for originals only, Apple TV has the best to offer. It also helps that they're a bit cheaper than the other streaming services. They might have less, but you pay for the quality. Ted Lasso is
yes true.
That I've heard of, still haven't seen.
Just got to sit you down one day and go, we're watching this one and then we're going to watch this.
Play Cyberpunk, play Assassin's Creed.
Video games we've been going on the last few weeks. One day I'll make Robbie understand.
Yeah. I'm just young and stupid.
No, but which is your favourite Assassin's Creed era?
I haven't.
He's never played them.
Oh,
I haven't played them.
What's your favourite Assassin's Creed era?
No, I have to go the Renaissance in Italy. It my mum and my grandmother always did art and stuff like that, more as a hobby than anything else, but having art books and stuff, and then being able to see it, and I so desperately want to go to Italy just to go walk around and just seeing all the churches and stuff and the architecture. It's just fascinating to me.
Dive into a haystack or
I don't think they'd allow me to do that, unfortunately. Just start climbing one of the buildings. But no, but I grew up with those games, so they're part of my childhood, I want to say. Which one's yours? Do you have one, or?
I think that may have been mine as well, because one of the originals, and having travelled when my kids were littler, there was so much Assassin's Creed in Italy that we were wearing, and my son was climbing, doing little. Every time there was a climbable wall, he'd be stuck to it. There was, yes.
Yeah. The newer ones as well have like interactive things with it, where you're in the world, but you just walk around and it gives you straight facts and history about that part of the world. Even though, and they go, yeah, this wasn't accurate in the game, but this is, it's a great way of getting kids into history, which I think is starting to not die off in schools, but it's less of a focus, which is a shame because history is so fascinating.
It's so amazing.
Important.
I think ever since graduating school, I've become much more of a history nut than I was at school, because it just got to a point where they just stopped pushing it, like, about it, Like, I remember they lightly touch on, like, the Great Depression and the Cold War, I guess. I don't know. But, like, I just feel like it's just faded out completely.
And there's so many
schools.
good podcasts on history now.
Yeah, I'm at least every day I'm listening to something of that of that nature before I go to bed, or if I'm doing assignments. I'm a big history podcaster.
I was the only one in my college. I was the only one to graduate with a double major in history.
Oh, stop! Really?
Yeah, I did pre-modern history and modern history. And modern history, I found I really didn't take advantage of it in class. It wasn't until afterwards that I learnt more, and you go, oh, this is fascinating. The Cold War and USSR, and the espionage, as well as like what was just happening in all of the countries that then fractured off into what we know them as today. It's fascinating. But I think after I left, they ended up merging a lot of them together, because they had 3 different history courses: prehistoric, pre-modern, and modern. And then I think they combined pre-modern and modern. So then you had one class which was from ancient Rome until 1960s, which is a long period of history.
A lot of things
to go
have
over in
happened,
2
man.
years.
2 world wars in that period.
And so, it was a bit of a shame, actually, because the teachers that I really liked ended up moving on, because they wanted to teach, and and it's just demand, I guess. But histories,
Yeah, love it.
horrible histories.
Well, which you would have grown up with as well.
I remember reading the books before the TV series was a thing.
I remember, I never watched the TV series, but I remember it being on, just on TV. And it was also one of those ones that would start at like 8 p.m. It's just like, I want to watch like regular show.
It's having a resurgence recently, actually. Horrible histories. People
I know that their songs are quite popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the lyrics are very clever.
Yeah. I love the one that came on my feed recently. It was about the kings of England, kings and queens, I should say, going through them and how they died, and we're going on to the next one. It's a bot. Fascinating.
Is that what got you to do your double major in history?
It was probably Assassin's Creed, going back to that. But that kind of started the interest in it, which then went to going into high school and stuff and studying it. I always remember my my history and my history teacher. Sorry, his name was Michael Loftus, and loved him. He was a Manchester born, and he came over to Australia, so he had this thick accent. And I'd always ask him questions, never about what we were studying. And one day in class he was talking, he's like, Matt always asks me questions. I wish it was about the course content, but he's always asking. At least he's engaging. So, because I used to consume everything. Vikings was a big... I loved that show when it was airing. I think I watched Taboo, which was about the East India Trading Company, I want to say. And it's fictional, but it's based on that, and kind of how these trading companies basically owned and ran things because they controlled the ports, they controlled how things went through. So it's one of those things that the companies actually have a bit more say in because they control the flow of money, and it's
Trade and
fascinating.
stuff,
Even before coming to uni, I did consider going back and doing something in that. But I was thinking as well that my favorite movies of recently that I've been watching, most of them are based on true events that have happened in the world.
Okay.
So one movie was last year. It was called September 5.
No, I did not.
Okay. So I've told you about this, haven't I, Robbie?
I believe so. 19s.
Yeah, it's about the Munich Olympics.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think they've done a few movies about that.
They've done a few.
Yeah.
This one was from the perspective of the American reporters, and it's in their room, and it stays in there. And it follows them and how they're discussing, showing and covering this event, and because it was the first live recorded terrorism event. And and it's just fascinating seeing like how it all works and what are the laws, what are the ethics on this, can we show this?
That's funny. I watched a documentary on that not long ago, and I believe it might have been on Netflix too, or it was on YouTube.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
with everything going on right now, it's
Yeah.
very interesting, but it made a very political event non-political, which was very fascinating to see. And there's another one that I'm waiting to come out. It was kind of an indie movie, and it's got no production. It's called Dead Man's Wire, and it's about this real estate guy who basically loses all his money with a bank scheme thing, and so the bank's not going to give him his money back, and so he ends up taking the owner's son hostage and stuff, and he calls the radio and he talks to the radio, and so that's what it's about. It's about the standoff and stuff, and the radio presenter is talking to him. I've never known about that. Like, it's something very American, but it's just those kinds of events in history that are fascinating to see and know a bit more about. So I went on a tangent there, but I apologize.
No, I enjoy that. That'll definitely be a new talking point. Now be like, what history have we
What
learned
history
this
are we
week?
interested in?
Or have we learned this week?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you ever saw The Americans. It was focused on the
Yeah.
Cold War, and they would snippet parts of real footage in. So you'd often see Ronald Reagan doing his bit and Gorbachev, and it was just it was gripping all the way through. Having Russian agents sleeping, being hiding in the States and being
Which
there
did
for-
happen, yeah,
exactly. And they just put a little bit of history in, and of course then coloured the rest.
Yeah.
But it made it for great watching.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Great Call of Duty game. Playing that right now. I had to bring that up. The Cold War one.
Yeah, he's doing one about Black Ops agents all sneaking through and trying to stop a Russian plot.
Currently, I actually just talked to Gorbachev on the Xbox last night. Yeah.
that is in the
I've
game.
got to steal some documents about some sleeper agents in America, actually. So funny that. I think that's my mission at the moment. So I'll be doing that when I finish both my assignments after this podcast.
I've got to do the play after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's on
we
right
will-
now. So we're actually playing Pride and Prejudice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Great play. Went and saw it yesterday as of recording, the 16th of April.
and where's it being performed?
On campus.
On campus.
Yeah. I'll give you a ticket after this if you want.
I love Pride and Prejudice. Every version. There's a lot of versions.
There's a lot of versions. I have my favourite. It's the BBC miniseries.
Oh.
Colin Firth.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Of course. He does rock a shirt, one of those flouncy shirts, very well.
I've got
This
mine in
guy
my bag.
rocks a pretty good shirt. I will say this is definitely my favourite version of Pride and Prejudice.
See if I've got...
There was a couple of Pride and Prejudice book. Last year there was one at the Canberra Theatre that was, I don't know if you got to see it, but it was fabulous, where you had the father of the girls was a plant.
Yes,
You
I saw that one.
It was brilliant.
It was fascinating.
And the stage was like a cake that they were on.
And they're dancing with the... They would walk around the stage and they'd do this as they were doing lines. It was fascinating.
And there
Very
was
good,
maybe some gun violence in there as well.
Yeah.
And the plant died in the end. But it was a a wonderful version. I thought, knowing the story of Pride and Prejudice, it was a great version to see.
Yeah. I get to play Mr. Darcy in this,
Oh.
which, it's been an interesting, having no acting experience going into this. And yes, everyone's raving about Lizzie, so, have to give her compliments as much as it pains me to compliment Alyssa. But no, it's good fun, and everyone's reacted well. Like, it's been...
It was great.
Yeah.
Everyone around me as well, I was listening to conversations. They're like, this is great. Very immersive. I remember specifically the part where Mr. Darcy just gone for a swim. You did a very good job walking in front of the stage, acting like you were coming from a creek. I will say, very immersive.
To take off the vest and undo the shirt and stuff, and then messed up my hair and walked out. So, because unfortunately we can't make me too wet, because then it will become a hazard on stage, alas. But it's been a lot of fun to do this over the last few months, because we've been going since, I think, December. We got our books. So I think
How long is your season?
Tonight and tomorrow night, so 3 nights in total. And then as of next week, I believe it's next week or it's the week after, we're hosting auditions for the Pirates of Penzance.
Oh, one of my favourites.
Really?
One of my...
Also, what Gavin said yesterday, he also said he had watched Pirates of Penzance. I haven't. But I will.
Yes. Another with such clever lyrics.
Yeah. I started watching something on YouTube and then got distracted, so I've only seen the first bit. But I was talking to the president of the drama club and the treasurer. And we were going for a drive, and they're like, "You've got to listen to these songs." They showed me 3 kind of near the end, when it's building up, and it's it's just amazing listening to it. And so I can't wait to... I won't be acting in this because I can't sing, unfortunately. But I might be doing some backstage stuff. So I'm really excited just to get involved and, start managing things from, behind the scenes. Not have to be in front of the light, which is,
Was enjoyable for me, but it had to come to an end sometime, didn't it?
It's going to be weird, actually, because I've been so focused on it and then not have to think about Pride and Prejudice, not have to read the book,
that there's a thing where when a show is done, how it's a downer. Everyone's sort of, it's over now. What am I going to do?
Yeah,
and it's good that you've already got the next plan.
Yeah,
because all the work that goes into it from beginning to end, so many months, that you can imagine you're on such a high with that final performance that it's good to have.
Yeah,
it's
the best one
up your sleeve.
Yeah,
that's something that the some of the, because we've got a lot of new members and I'm one of them, and a lot of the older members who've done a couple of, they're like, just remember we've got the next one coming. It is in the works. Sign up for auditions. Sign up to be on the team. Robbie might be doing lighting. I think he's applied for that. Good. So. And that one might not be on campus. That might be elsewhere. So we have a bigger stage. It'll be... I'm just so excited. As someone who's really liked theatre for a while and never thought that I'd be on stage, to actually be involved now is something completely different. Yeah. I think actually when we were going to do the documentary was the day I found out. I showed Robbie that we had gotten it.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's all around that same time of year. Now it's kind of coming full circle.
Everything's coming full circle now, apparently.
Yeah. So yeah.
So here at UC, where's your theatre?
So basically underneath the refectory.
Oh.
So there's an elevator and some stairs, and there's a whole theatre.
Right next to Cafe Mizuna.
Yeah.
Just under the... I don't know what that place is called. I like to call it... It reminds me of a plaza, so I just kind of call it the plaza. It's like where Mizuna, where the old eSports Lounge was, the
hairdresser.
Yeah, the salon and all that.
So, yeah.
The plaza. It's around there. You'll find it. Yeah.
And how many does it seat?
You're
selling out?
Yeah, we've actually... there's a few tickets left, but I know that we've had a pretty big crowd. Last night, because we're all backstage and we like didn't want to know kind of who was out there and stuff, and they introduced and stuff, and then the clapping, and we're like, oh, there's a lot of people here. And yeah, some people got very nervous. I surprisingly was okay. It was at the final bit that I was the most nervous. There's, the final spoilers, proposal scene. They get together in the end. It's a love story.
Well, I mean, this will be out by the time so it's okay.
I mean, spoilers for Pride and Prejudice in general.
In general, yeah. I suppose.
Yes, exactly. I'm sure a few people have read it or seen it. And
Yeah. Well, someone in the audience I heard was like saying the words at times.
Oh,
like they actually
they
knew
know it
them.
that well.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, so can't screw up here. But yeah, I got some laughs, which was I wasn't expecting. We didn't prepare for laughter, so people were laughing at certain lines, and we'd have to like adapt and pause and let that stew and then say the next line. Especially early on, because Darcy's grumpy, and and so there'd be bits where I'd react to Miss Bingley. And she'd come over and go, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And I'd just roll my eyes and be very animated, and then be laughter. And it's like, oh, okay, this is what it feels like.
I delivered that eye roll well.
You delivered very well. The whole show.
Everyone's been amazing. Everyone suits the role.
I also said that after the show, the casting was damn near perfect, especially the parents. Forgive me, I've forgotten their names.
Mr. and Mrs. Bennet, Jem and John,
and all the daughters too. Just perfect.
Kitty and Lydia have a very good connection where they just they're the two young kids that are gossiping and ooh boys, and then Mrs. Bennet is overreacts and has that kind of cartoonish animated, and Mr. Bennet is the complete opposite, which makes it work, right? It makes their scenes, so you can't help but laugh at their moments. And Mr. Collins is my favourite. Will is his name. He is brilliant. He plays
Funny.
it so well.
Yeah.
And he knows the character, and so he puts it on. And so his chemistry with Alyssa, who we had on last week, he's playing Elizabeth, it's just so good. Just their proposal scene together. There were times where we're like about to go on and we're like struggling to keep a straight face, because it is funny. And like, we've heard it a million times, but it's still so good. It's honestly, it's one of the best decisions I've made.
And did you channel your inner Colin Firth?
I tried to, yeah. Now I've got kind of like a mix. There'll be bits where I'm like a bit deeper, but other bits where I'm more me, which is good.
Did they change the script to call you a short, angry man?
So
I knew it. I knew it.
So one of the final lines by Kitty is when Bingley's coming over, after they've come back to, they've returned to, I should know this. And yeah, Kitty's like, oh, someone's with him. And the line is that tall, grumpy one. And obviously, I'm 165. I'm not tall. So in rehearsals, we changed it to that grumpy one. And then on a whim, she said that short, grumpy one, which everyone laughed at and was like, oh, I played it up. But it's funny. But the directors were like, no, say it how it is in the script. So they changed it to tall, grumpy one. And literally 5 minutes before we were about to go on and do that scene, I went to the director and said, I think we need to change it to short, grumpy one. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, my feelings are not going to be hurt. It's funny. And so Angelia, the director, was like, okay, we'll go and talk to Ella, who plays Kitty. Went over and said, made sure it's all good. Noah, who plays Mr. Bingley, we went backstage, we're walking along, and we're there. We know what's about to happen, and everyone's waiting, and she delivers it. The whole room, like, it was the best joke of the night. Like, everyone was laughing. Because all I'd been on stage was, grumpy and pouty and like...
And I laughed so hard because I knew that they changed it to say that. And I looked over at Gavin and Daniel, and they both knew as well. So good.
I'm so glad that they allowed it to be changed, because it works, and it's amazing. Yeah, short, grumpy one.
We're also saying that you played the character very well. Daniel at the end of the night was like, it's just Matt. Like, it's just who he is. And I was like, that's a bit crude. He goes, oh no, when they were like sitting at the dinner table and he's just looking, then he just got up and left, just on a whim. And I was like,
So
this sounds like something he would do.
that was in the first proposal with Darcy and Elizabeth, and they're sitting. And in the script, it's a bit weird because he gets up and he sits down and gets up, and he does that multiple times. And I tested it out. I'm like, it's just weird. It looks like I'm doing squats and nobody really understands. So I said to the directors, I'm like, how awkward can I make this? Like, how long can I leave it? And so they're like, just do what feels natural. And so, yeah, sat down and was like, yeah, this is a comfortable house. She's like, yeah, it is. And we sat there for like 15 seconds until people started laughing. And then I just got up and started pacing around because he's, trying to summon his courage. But it's meant to be an awkward kind of funny before it gets, ooh. One of my colleagues was sitting in the front row as well, and I could hear her laughing. Anytime I did the angry voice, I heard her go, whoa. So,
yeah, I heard someone, you told someone to off or something, and I heard some girl, it was close to the back, go, and I was like, hello?
Yeah, so that was, you go and do the letter.
You were grumpy.
Yeah, well, I had to. Well, I kind of channeled because I could hear something backstage, and so I have to say, later to them, and they wanted me to be more and more angry, put more anger in it, because I hadn't been doing it angry enough. I hadn't been saying, I was just saying later. It had to be real projection. And so I did it, and yeah, it got the reaction, and everyone backstage was like, that's the best one so far. I'm like, cool, okay. I'm glad the proposal scene went well. I've gotten to a point where I can make myself cry in it. So, I don't know if you saw Robbie, but yeah,
I remember you mentioning that, before.
We've just done it enough, and, I feel like I can get at least enough into character and actually feel, even though he's completely, been so mean to her.
Yes, it's all about him.
Absolutely.
All the time.
Well, we should wrap up because we're approaching an hour. But thank you so much for coming on. Where can people reach out to know more and maybe donate?
Oh, absolutely. So they can find out where we are at lifeblood.com.au on our website. If they're keen to give us a call to make an appointment, check their eligibility, $13.14.95. Or if you're very savvy, it's the best app. Search Lifeblood in your app store and you can download the app, find live appointments, find your closest place to donate, whether it's Civic Garran, the Mobile Donor Centre just around the corner at Belco.
As tradition. I will download that app right now.
That's perfect because on there, after you make that first donation, you'll have your health statistics, your hemoglobin, ferritin, blood group,
wow,
your
so
donor
you get
card.
all your stats.
It's all there in the
For
app.
free?
For free.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Well, you can find us at What's the Go 2026 on Instagram. I'm Matt Dye Films.
You have to donate blood before I tell you my full name. So go do that at Civic Lifeblood Centre, please. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.